Although we oftentimes refer to the foundational theories of change at the scale of institutions or organizations, we can also see it lived out in the actions and choices of a person, for example, in the actions of a teacher. Teachers often navigate incredibly difficult circumstances in order to make a difference. They operate in underfunded and under-resourced schools, huge classroom sizes, and dysfunctional school administrations. They go through incredible lengths and sacrifices, including taking money out of their pockets to buy books, school supplies, and sometimes food and groceries for their students, because they believe that if they can make a positive impact in the lives of just a couple of their students, then their sacrifice is worth it. This is the power of personal transformation. As a child's life is impacted by the actions of the teacher, you change their lives, their families' lives, the whole community around them. But this is not the only way the teacher can address the issue of underfunded and under-resourced schools. They could also work with a team or group of people to create an alternative school, a school that uses different curricula than other schools, or has particular values and practices such as a focus on mindfulness practices, real history, political engagement, or that teach students practical skills. Or they could become a school board member and try to make change from the inside in the school policy. They could also try to rise from within the ranks to ultimately become principal and have the biggest leadership role in the school. But what if that teacher doesn't want to become an elected official? They could instead create or join a teachers' union. They would become a member and actively support by talking to and meeting with other teachers to collectively decide on what particular issue to push on. Then they would put pressure on the principal, school board members, or superintendent to push them to enact the necessary changes at their school. Or they could dedicate their time to doing big demonstrations and actions to garner support for their cause. They could organize a walkout at their school or school district, joining together with thousands of teachers, parents, and students. Maybe it's to call for more funding for their school, higher wages, or to address inequalities between schools in their district. They would contact traditional media like news outlets and post videos of their marches on social media. We can see that even though there is one common issue or problem they are trying to solve, there are many different ways that one can approach creating change through the 5 foundational theories of change.